holidays out there. It's your girl Babs with our WL magazine, issue number 10 for December 2023, our double-sized year-ending issue with both a look back and a look ahead. As this issue goes public, we're just days away from our WL's 10th annual Memphis Million Supercard, December 29th, from iconic Mid-South Coliseum. It's an issue that's so big, it's an all-hands-on-deck thing, and I've got the whole RWL team to help me out with it. 10 years on, we've had 9 Memphis Million winners, and everyone wants to know who's gonna be the 10th. Of course, the big news is that 2023 will mark the first ever 30-woman ladies' night Memphis Million Battle Royal, besides the 10th annual 30-man edition. And as we go to press, we still don't know who all will be participating, but when we know, we'll pass the info back to you. Here's Johnny Bianco with details about other things happening that night.
Thanks, Babs. There is a whole lot more to the Memphis Million. So, what else is gonna be on tap the 29th? We'll see Women's World Champion Dynamite Jeannie Parker defending her title, the brutal no-rules champion Bruiser Brody, and the Mexican monolith Warlord Santos, another former Memphis millionaire, will defend the RWL Super Heavyweight Championship as well. It's gonna be a for our extravaganza as we close the books on 2023 and move towards a new season of RWL mat action. Now, here's Beck Jackson with 2022 Memphis millionaire Hangman Tex Lynch on Up Close and Personal.
All right, my guest tonight, 2023 Memphis Million winner, Hangman Tex Lynch. Tex, unless you can enter and win the Memphis Million Battle Royal the second time, your year-long reign as our Memphis Millionaire will be drawing to a close in just a couple of weeks. I guess you have thoughts you'd maybe care to share with our WL fans.
Oh, what about being Memphis Millionaire, Beck? All I can say about that is, don't be sorry it's over. Just be grateful it happened. I've had a great time.
You also said you'd like to make an announcement about your Memphis Million contract briefcase. I guess it's finally time for you to cash it in, right?
Well, actually, Beck, that's where you would be wrong. See, I'm not so much cashing it in as I am cashing it out. Now, I guess that'll require a little explaining. I see T-Dog and I reasoned that this might be the last year that Masks Incorporated has one more final run for championship gold. If we don't get it, well then we'll just give up. But there's no sense in me having this here briefcase with this here contract just sitting around collecting dust for a championship I'm never going to even bother to try and get.
I was under the impression you were going to use the contract to challenge for Tag Team Gold. I don't understand you, Tex. What are your intentions here?
Anybody who's interested in buying a slightly used contract briefcase for $10,000 with a contract that expires in approximately 21 days should text to 55155 for more information. Serious inquiries only. Thank you very much, Beck. It's been a pleasure.
Well, Tex, Hangman Tex Lynch, thank you for your time and that strange advertisement. For our WL, I'm Beck Jackson. See you next time.
They're calling 2023 the year of the Angry Giant, and that's totally justified. The Mexican monolith made major moves this year that took him from impressive mid-carder to being a dual champion, holding both the RWL World Heavyweight and Super Heavyweight titles. And Warlord Santos just exploded out of the gate, following a vicious in-ring attack from the Icon, Magic, just a few weeks before our WL Black Friday.
Watch out here.
And the Icon, the Sensei, Magic and the Mexican monolith going at. And Hammer and Tom here. Santos not backing down, he is just all over Magic like rain on grass.
It's out of control. We need help over here.
They're back inside. The officials, excuse, trying to break this up.
Holy crap.
Demonium. Santos is hurt. He's hurt bad.
Just a few moments ago, Magic has been ejected from the arena, and Warlord Santos is headed for the nearest hospital in the Charlotte area.
But before being ambulanced off, Santos stopped long enough to deliver this message.
No, man, leave the camera on me. Look, I want everybody in the world to see this. Look at me. Look at me. This is what magic did to me. This is what magic really is about, man. This is what magic does when he don't get his way. I mean, look at this, what he did to me. Magic, you made the biggest mistake of your life today. Because you know what you did wrong? Is that you didn't finish the job. See, I thought you was cool, but I see the real you now. And you got a lot of trouble. I'll be back a hell of a lot sooner than you think, Magic. The one thing I can tell you is run now. Don't stop for nothing. Don't turn around, because you got a pissed off giant on your tail, man.
Santos returned just a week later, attacking Magic backstage in a video gone viral. With the clip being called of that fight, well, just see for yourselves.
It looks like we have a ball in our hand. Reversal! What a counter! Clothesline! Good Lord! He didn't plan for this. Clubbing blow to the back. Turned that one around. Great job refocusing to reverse that. Big knee. Oh, flipping the script on him there. There's some power behind that punch. Got the full Nelson. Slam! Oh, damn. Oh, what a knee right to the face. Big knee. And right between the shoulder blades. Hooked up. Oh, look at the power. Side slam. No, oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious. Bang! Vicious boot. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, man. Oh. Oh, kick finds it. Check out this power. Way up high.
Just a few days later at Rage, Colin O'Toole settled the disposition of this case.
Colin O'Toole said he would be here tonight to settle the beef between Warlord Santos and Magic.
I'm afraid both Magic and the Mexican Monolith have had to be taught that when I say no fighting outside this ring, I mean it. Fine, you want an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, do ya? Then you can both fight till you're blind and toothless in a Hell in a Cell match at Black Friday, Thanksgiving week. And while we're about it, let's make it for the RWL World Heavyweight title, just to make it interesting. And as for you, Magic, you're the one started this mess in the first place, and may you learn a valuable lesson here, because I don't see you beaten no pissed off giant.
Now let's have a look at the highlights from this match. That's only served to bolster the Mexican Monolith's popularity.
Is a Hell in a Cell match, and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This insane drama got rolling just after Halloween Brawl, and we've seen these defined, suspended, fined and suspended again, and now Chairman Colin O'Toole has mandated this Hell in a Cell match. 2 out of 3 falls for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it just can't get any more insane till the bell rings.
Santos is raging mad, and he's got marching orders from his manager, Freddie Blassie, who wants to see Magic win, not walk out of Atlanta tonight empty-handed.
Look at this Johnny, the Mexican Monolith, not even bothering with ring gear tonight. No, sir. Warlord Santos has shown up dressed for dirty work tonight.
We've seen him beat some of the biggest and baddest men we've got going around here. So I hope for Magic's sake He's ready to give out damage as good as he's about to get.
After plenty of hype and social media chatter, the bell has finally been rung on this championship match. The time for talk is over. These superstars are ready to settle this and determine who gets to hold the title. Able to reverse. They all by ear. Absolutely playing by ear, Cole. You know how they say that everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth? Well, everyone's got a plan until they enter Hell in a Cell. Yikes. Caught by the back elbow. Wherewithal on the counter. And he barely evades. What a shot. DDT plants that. Look, this is Hell in a Cell. The burning is only just from the top. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Enough already. Connection. And he's able to reverse. Boom, what a punch. Break his arm. Shut right out of the ring. Uppercut connects. The champ getting put on the back foot here. Saw that one coming. And he goes into the ring. Check out this power. Way up high. My gosh! Does he have it here? Powers out. How in the world? Here it comes. Set. Big splash. Is it enough? The cover two. Oh, it's still no. Title still on the line. Powerless position to be in right now. Oh, the power. A gorilla press right into the side of the cell. And now the most dangerous area inside the cell. Oh, with a volley. And he has to start protecting himself from attacks to that area. Oh! Oh, man. He's just dominating at this point. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Enough already. And this is gonna be it. How in the world did he kick out? This is where desperation becomes a factor. Time to pull out all the stops. From the top. Good Lord. Looking for the victory. Two. And he fights it off. How? What a counter. Yeah, his instincts are taking over. Under its clothesline. The volume in this building has increased. Thanks for coming. End of game. We can have a new champion. 2 count. New champion. No, it's not over. And you can sense the desperation mounting as that last move couldn't finish things. Unmitigated demonstration of power. Thanks for coming. Some doubt is creeping into the champ's head. This just might be more than what the champ bargained for. Submit. Just hang on for just a little bit longer. Look at this, he let it go. Check out this power, way up high. To retain the title. 1, 2, 3. Got it. And the champ adds to their legacy.
Here is your winner, and now, World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Giant, Warlord Santos.
Man alive, what a war we just witnessed. These guys took each other from pillar to post, with Santos busted wide open yet again, but the Mexican Monolith wins with 2 pinfalls to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. And while Santos has taken a beating, I would still rather be in his rather sizable shoes than Magic's right now.
Thanks, Wally Cardell, for that report. Now, a very special year-end feature as we take a look at the top 50 RWL Wrestlers for 2023.
Hi again, fans. In this special program, we'll run down the top 50 RWL Wrestlers. Now, this is not an all-time list. Instead, it covers the top 50 for this year 2023 alone, starting from 50 right on up to number 1. For the purposes of this list, 2-person tag teams will count as a single entity. Also, I'll have you know, out of a roster of over 450 wrestlers, it was not easy to pare it down to a humble 50, but we took a long, hard look at the roster as a whole, and chose our top 50 based on success and, of course, fan popularity. Alright, we begin, of course, with number 50. You might wonder, how does Colonel De Beers even rate on this list? In one word, consistency. The South African mercenary may not have a championship to his name, but the Colonel has thrilled and enraged fans all year long, including a rivalry with Booker T, which saw Booker sidelined for several weeks. He almost didn't make it, but like it or not, Colonel De Beers was our selection at number 50.
At number 49, it's the veteran pairing of Carolyn Fontaine and LP Thunder, the Dream Girls. Cher and Thunder have been part of the ladies' tag division for over 10 years, and the partnership can brag onto runs as women's tag champs. Whether it's just the pair, or as a trio with the Fujiyama Mama, Yuriko Hero, the Dream Girls have fought with anyone worth fighting with, and they're still going strong.
At a combined weight of 543 pounds, men win. And
We're rating the United Kingdoms at number 4, and the duo, along with Niles Valet/lover Grace Fenwick, the minor in brawling.
And there it is. This might be it, guys. And he goes for the pin.
Finn and remain a constant threat to challenge someday.
from Pineville, West Virginia, Primetime Bobby Mills.
At 47, it's Primetime Bobby Mills. If there's an award for Most Improved Bad Man, it belongs to Primetime Bobby Mills. On his own, or with Big Bob Duncombe. We're pretty sure we'll be seeing quite a bit of Primetime in the weeks and months ahead.
You'll see the fallout.
His way to the ring from the Rocky Mountains.
2023 marked Lars Sullivan's third run in RWL, and the second time that the short Popeye Scott Bell has pulled Sullivan's career out of the trash can. But if Bell can keep Sullivan's nose clean, he could pose a championship-level threat eventually.
Scott Dawson. And that's Wilder, the Revival.
The Revival, at 45, is yet another team saved from ignominy by Scott Bell. Many fans question the intelligence and morality of the Revival's willingness to do to Short's dirty work for him. Absolutely nothing is impossible as far as the match committee is concerned. While you shouldn't maybe count on it, never say never in RWL.
It's simple. It's all about wins and losses.
Our number 40 for entry, the Super Destroyer, is a personal choice of mine. You see, like my old man, I got respect for the men and women of the Legends division, and Super Destroyer just belonged. Also, back before the YouTube days, he held the now retired RWL Hardcore Championship. His ring work is always good, and sure, he likes to play a bit rough now and again, but he always brings excitement to every match he's in. And so, it's for those reasons, and all the others I couldn't think of, the Super Destroyer reigns number 44 in my book.
Number 43, Ladies Legends icon and mainstay, Luna Vachon. Means she gives no mercy and doesn't expect any in return. Nor is she easy to take down. And that's number 43, Luna Vachon.
At 42, the Manic Monarch from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Deranged Kinnock, part of the original 30-man RWL roster way back in 1998. A multi-time world heavyweight champion, a 3-time no-rules champion, and most recently, an RWL Hall of Famer. His Majesty, ruler of his imaginary Kingdom of Ru, is set to retire this year for good and is moving into our front office. Yes, he's a vanity entry, and if you don't like it, you can go a few rounds with me. That's Deranged Kinnock, number 42 in our count.
Here is your winner, Crazy King O.
Took it to another level to gain that win. Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
When you talk about mainstays in the tag division, you've got to mention the Canadian Cartel. Golden Al Barnett and Vic LaRue, with 7 years in the company. These graduates of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy has fought with just about anyone worth fighting in our WL, and despite not having snagged tag team gold just yet, Al and Vic are looking a lot like contenders in 2024. But their win-loss record remains solid, and the boys are still popular with the fans, putting the Canadian Cartel squarely at number 41.
Dangerous position here, guys. Oh, no. Suplex. Suplex right out of the apron.
The proud graduates of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy in Calgary, Alberta, and Vic LaRue and Golden Al Barnett have been around our WL a long.
Our WL is chock full of second-generation stars, but none of them stand out like Billy White Moon. Part of Slim Morton's Best of the West Stable, Billy's the son of our WL Hall of Famer, Chief Sam White Moon, and he's partnered with the son of his dad's partner, Jim Dandy Deakins, son of Cowboy Bob. Billy has a different sort of moveset from his dad, but it does include the infamous White Moon Sleeper Hold, which almost always wins Billy his matches. 2024 might be Billy's year, and that is Bilky White Moon at number 40.
And he comes crashing down.
Hungarian Hurricane Tibor Belescu has always reminded me of Polish power Ivan Putski. The man's built like a muscular fireplug, packing enormous power for his modest size. Whether by himself or with his Team Europe partner Sir Reggie Smythe, Belescu is extraordinarily popular with fans with his amazing strength, down-to-earth attitude, and the charming "I Work Here" t-shirt, a top seller. By the way, the Hungarian Hurricane's 6 years with RWL, setting Belescu at number 39.
And at 38, Belescu as tag partner, the battling Briton, Sir Reggie Smythe. Sir Reggie has been around longer than Belescu, with nearly 10 years in the company, and he's a former tag team champion, and most recently a former light heavyweight champion for several years, before dropping the belt to Kurt Angle this year. The former broadcaster turned in-ring competitor remains well-liked after all that time, and Reggie truly shines in tag action with Belescu as his partner in Team Europe.
At 37, it's Hosakai Matoda and Tia Suzuki, Kanari Doko, Pretty Poison in Japanese.
Doesn't get much bigger than this.
They're as beautiful as they are deadly, with a no-nonsense Japanese style of wrestling that requires a learning curve to beat, leaving most opponents walking in a straight line. While they haven't gotten a shot at Tag Team Gold, it's just a matter of time before Kanari Doku hits a hot streak that will almost for sure take them there in the not-distant future.
Here are your winners, the team.
Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight.
At number 36, it's the pair of Autumn Breeze and the Queen of the Black Garden, Sherry Roy. This pair of indie stars joined forces 2 years ago.
She is just too quick. Got out of the way in a hurry.
And quickly climbed up the ranks, ultimately defeating the Texan Ladies Association to snag the women's tag titles. And they stayed at the top of the division for almost a year.
Just a step quicker.
Fans believe it's just a matter of time before they're back in contention.
And just like that, it's all
In a stacked Legends division, it was especially hard to choose some real standouts, but masked Mexican legend Blue Demon definitely makes the cut. In singles action, or partnered with men from Lucha associates like Mil Mascaras, the Demon's speed and high-flying abilities have kept Blue a favorite with RWL fans, espectos with an affinity for Mexican-style Lucha Libre matchups, which sets Blue Demon at number 35 in our countdown.
And his opponent from Hartford, Connecticut, Ox Baker.
Another standout, as Beck describes them, has been Ox Baker. The hard punch specialist had a short run as No Rules champion, as well as being involved with tag teams with his cohorts in the Grand Wizard of Wrestling stable, like Ernie Ladd and the Masked. Superstar, Ox remains an intimidating opponent. Single, tag, whatever, it doesn't matter. Since the Ox is basically a tag team all on his own, that's Ox Baker at number 34.
Another Legends Division star who's been burning up the scene in 2023 has been Bam Bam Bigelow, who's been one half of Law and Disorder alongside the Big Boss Man, and that team came really close to snagging the Legends Division tag titles, earning themselves a couple of title matches with the Doctors. And while they didn't win, the fact that they even got the invite to the dance, says Bam. Bam is still a hot commodity in the Legends division. So coming in at 33, it's the beast of the East from Asbury Park.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune are the self-named tag team of Wild Fortune. Another team with 10 years under their belts around here. with a few significant accomplishments during their time, with Chris and Jeff being former tag team champions, and Chris Wilde has the distinction of being the third annual Memphis Million winner, and he and partner Jeff Fortune have their minds made up to more aggressively pursue tag team gold in the new year.
His team to take full advantage of errors his opponents make and use it. Oh, what impact!
He's looking at it. And he lands the slam. Here's the shoulders down. Is it enough?
Here are your winners, Chris Wildman and Jeff Ford Young.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 365 pounds.
Mad Dog X and the Black Sinister, the X-Clan, have been around a long time and written a long history for themselves. As three-time RWL Tag Team Champions during their almost 20 years in RWL, they've also associated with Magic and the team of Necro Magic, who have been and remain active allies. But what sets X-Clan apart besides their staying power is their astounding in-ring performance. Very few tag teams flow quite as smoothly as X-Clan. Whether or not they pursue gold again isn't a question of if, but when. That the X-Clan at number 31.
That's a great example of teamwork right there. Teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing. And the double team does the job. I don't think there's any...
Our number 30 entry, the team of Big Jim Hondo and the Great Ramula. From 2003 till 2005, Hondo and Ramula dominated the scene as former RWL Tag Team Champions, with Hondo also having spent a pretty decent year-long reign as television champion. So popular and so dominant was this team that they're now RWL Hall of Famers, back together again as part of the Legends division. The Hawaiian Lion and the Star of Hyderabad are still loved by the fans, and I hope they stay with us until their careers are once and for all put to bed.
Absolutely flatten him. Early pin attempt.
Here are your winners, Big Time Jim Hunter and the Great.
2023 has also been the year of the new stars around our WL, with several 2023 newcomers making names for themselves in an awful hurry, like American Powers at the 29 mark. Patty Powers, only with the Ladies Legends division about a year, made sudden strides toward gold as a singles wrestler, and only wanted Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote as a tag partner. Together, they've done amazing stuff. They'll end this year as new Ladies Tag Champions, as well each of them having singles titles they won by way of tournaments. And they may be reaching for even more really soon. Their whirlwind success has wowed fans, and American Powers can't go anywhere but up.
SP to one Scotty Priest. The young man from Glen Burnie, Maryland, has been around a little over 10 years, and he's got a record of success behind him. Former tag team champions with partner Chris Banks, Priest is a two-time RWL Cruiserweight champ, and he's most recently the reigning Snarl Television champion as well. His rivalry with Gary Galaxy this year was one that fans watched very closely, and they do love them some Scotty Priest, who comes in at number 28.
One man in the Legends division who's kept busy this year was the Big Boss Man on his own, and as half of Law and Disorder with Bam Bam Bigelow. Boss Man won the RWL Super Heavyweight Championship from Warlord Santos. but ended up spending almost a month on the disabled list, thanks to a long feud with the Road Warriors. Now that he's back, he's gotta be laser focused on being a champion again in 2024. That's number 27, the Big Boss Man.
He needs to show he's above all competitors.
At 26, Bruiser Brody is another star who went above and beyond in 2023. He's earned his reputation for toughness as a multi-time no-rules champion in RWL. Shortly after losing the belt over the summer, Brody came back, survived the brutal multi-man #1 contenders match, and came back to defeat Abdullah the Butcher to regain the no-rules belt yet. Again, he's got plenty of fans asking, is there nothing that can stop Bruiser Brody?
Despite having several years under his belt, Coco Beach Wonderman Tommy Wilcox has secured his place at number 25. The Bad Orange Man is a two-time Snarl TV champion, a former cruiserweight champion, and had even partnered with Matt Clark and Oliver Hollywood as part of the new Midnight Express with the Boys. A guy who competes so consistently at that level is bound to have several world championship runs in his future.
Feared, respected, and reviled is the Gothic grappler Ethan Valek.
From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.
Our number 20 for entry has been a former Snarl TV champion, and he leads Valek's court, made up of second annual Memphis Millionaire Count Victor Mondo, Xander Vorkov, and of course, the beautiful but sinister Amanda Robinson.
Just stomping down.
We may not know for sure what Valek's future plans might be, but the fact that he has plans in the works should be disquieting to everyone around that he doesn't see as friends.
Uh-oh, can't breathe, can't fight. He's just about there.
Here is your winner, Valiant.
Put it in the books, and there was no question about that one.
And is the Masked Man.
Now here's a legend that racks up views every time he's on the card. Number 23, Mil Mascaras. The man of 1,000 masks, the Mexican star of wrestling, movies, and television, almost always scores views in the hundreds whenever he appears. Singles, tag teams, trios, it makes absolutely no difference. Mil Mascaras is undeniably one of the single biggest draws in the Legends division in 2023.
From Chroma City, Lightning.
The true-to-life superhero, the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous, is another popular star within RWL. His high-flying cruiserweight skills never fail to captivate, and this year, he had his first ever run as Snarl Television Champion, which can only mean there's room for much more in the career of this amazing young star, setting the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous squarely at number 22.
At number 21, it's Gary Galaxy, the reigning RWL Cruiserweight Champion. Gary arrived only 3 years ago, and at first, no one was paying attention. Then he beat Scotty Priest this past spring, and again, at first, was not well received by the fans. But the prototype Double G has gone on to not only prove he deserves the title, but has won over a legion of fans in the bargain.
Big Jake Blackwell is our number 20 entry. The man of the people started almost 10 years ago as a broadcaster like myself. He ended up having to work for Scott Bell, hated the job, and demanded to wrestle a match to earn his freedom from Bell and his cronies, defeating a young Warlord Santos to earn his freedom. Since then, he's been signed by Sylvia Strong and is the reigning international champion, defeating Joseph Von Schmidt this year to capture the gold.
The Television Tag Team Champions.
While they aren't as big or successful as the originals, Where Eddie and Ray Guns excel is staying power and longevity. Eddie's been part of RWL since 2004, when he and the Ringside Army dominated RWL. But the introduction of his brother Ray in 2015 brought them both to prominence. The reigning TV Tag Champions are known for their synchronized moves and frequent tags, setting the Guns brothers at number 19.
Here are your winners, the Brotherhood.
Two great superstars that go great together.
At number 18, we've got RWL's greatest of all time, Mr. Hercules. Part of the original 1998 RWL 30-man roster, Big Herc has won the RWL World Heavyweight title 12 times. He's a multi-time tag champion and RWL's very first Triple Crown champ holding the world. Heavyweight Championship, Tag Team Championship, and television titles. And let me tell ya, I've wrestled Herc, and anyone who does isn't for a mighty rough night. While his over a quarter-century career may be coming to a close next year, Mr. Hercules has a job in the front office waiting for him.
Mr. Hercules.
Just an unbelievable win here after...
Rod the Bod Whitley, cousin of American Supreme Matt Clark, came in around 2013, working for the notorious Scott Bell, and using his similar appearance to try and frame and discredit his cousin. Eventually, as most people do, he saw Bell for what he is and worked hard to have him banished to the Southwest Division. He's our WL's first ever Snarl TV champion, and while he runs with the Heenan family, some fans still admire his handiwork. Rod makes the countdown at number 17.
Part of the crop of new stars in 2023, Patty Powers came to us from outside our own farm system as part of the Ladies Legends division and took it by storm, competing against some of the biggest names in ladies wrestling, and within just under a year, defeated impatient to become the reigning women's Gulf Coast champion, and together with Danielle Heathcote, American Powers also snagged the women's tag titles. This whirlwind powerhouse of a lady makes the countdown at 16.
Tag partner of Patty Powers, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote, deserves every accolade she's gotten for coming in a total unknown to becoming one of the better submission wrestlers in the ladies division in just a humble 3 months, snagging a spot in the Joyce Grable Memorial Tournament and sweeping it all to gain the tourney championship, and then winning the women's tag titles with Petty over Crystal Fox Limited, your WL Ladies Rookie of the Year, ranks in at number 15.
Freak and Wild Thing Win Take were just sort of natural tag partners. While the Freak was a brand new indie import, he connected with the recently returned Wild Thing, and tag team dominance was born, with this wild card pair entering the Snarl TV Tag Titles tournament, and winning it all last August, and they show no sign of slowing down. Ranked as the best tag partnership of 2023, the Freak and the Wild Thing come in at number 14.
Tonight, the wrestling gods have truly blessed this union.
At 13 in the countdown, it's the legendary Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. This revered pair of power specialists has held the Legends tag titles no less than for times X, part of the Legends division, and there's no reason to think that Hawk and Animal won't see the top of the division again before very long if the Road Warriors are active. They're always in contention.
At number 12, Dr. D, David Schultz, and Dr. Death Steve Williams had themselves a great year, spending most of it as Legends Tag Team Champions, being one of the few teams able to claim a championship win over them. Road Warriors. And once they got those belts, it was nearly impossible for anyone to get them away from the doctors, with the hard foundation ultimately succeeding only very recently.
I'd be surprised if they let their...
At number 11, it's my cousin, Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford. Fans hated her at first, but her year-long feud with the Bell Council, which saw Faye's head shaved by Brandy Knox, Jody Dvorak, and Lady Destroyer, but coming back to get her revenge. She's a former ladies tag champion with Crystal Gabor and serves double duty as valet to Tommy Wilcox. The Fairfield Fox is definitely here to stay.
This was as one-sided as it...
At number 10, the German super soldier, Josef von Schmidt, another 10-year man in the company. Von Schmidt is another guy who began hated by fans. After winning the very first Memphis Million, fan attitude changed. He's a former world heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, former Snarl TV champion, and only just recently lost the international title. And Von Schmidt will almost certainly find championship gold again in 2024.
Coming in at 9, it's masked sensation, Mr. Wrestling Toe. His claim to fame in 2023 was spending the majority of the year as Legends Division World Champion, with only Stone Cold Steve Austin able to break his previous and broken streak of title defense. Victories, will he climb back to the top? Well, that's up to him, and 2024.
They are riding high on this win. This celebration might carry on the rest of the month.
At number 8, it's the man who toppled Mr. Wrestling 2's Legends World Championship run, the Texas Rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin. Always a big hit with fans, Mr. DTA finally garnered himself well-deserved championship gold. He's gonna be hard for any opponent to take down, when they're just one Stone Cold Stunner away from defeat. That's Stone Cold at number 8.
John Van and Guy Cormier, the originals, the reigning RWL Undisputed World Tag Team Champions, are the premier tag team in RWL, still in the midst of a years-long title reign. They may have lost a non-title match or two this year, but when the belts have been on the line, the O's have been unstoppable. That's the originals, ranking at number 7.
Let's talk number 6, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. The legendary son of a plumber has stayed at the top of the Legends division in tags with partner Magnum TA and in singles action, where he held the RWL King of Legends Championship, only recently lost to Nikita Koloff. But the American Dream has been a solid competitor for many years, and I'm sure he's gonna keep on keeping on.
At number 5, Crystal the Pistol Gabor has been around RWL a long time. Starting out in 2003, she was not a fan favorite at first, but as a former two-time women's world champion, a former women's tag champion twice, once with her sister Casey Gabor, and again with Faye Crawford, and is the reigning women's international champion too. She's been dominant for a lot of years, and that's not likely to change in the near future.
I can't imagine a world in which they're not proud of that.
Placing at number 4, Oliver Hollywood, as he's known to fans, is the son of Mr. Showtime, Jeff Hollywood, who was a former WL Cruiserweight champ. Ollie has definitely followed in Dad's footsteps as a former Snarl TV champion, former Cruiserweight champion, and a 3-time tag champ with American Supreme, and his high-flying Cruiserweight. Antics has never failed to deliver quality matches.
At number 3, it's the sexy soul sister of the squared circle, Dynamite Jeannie Parker. She's been part of the company for the last 8 years, with only a short break between her two runs in RWL, and spending an unprecedented 5 of those years as the current Women's World Champion. She's also a former Women's Tag Champ, as part of the Femme Fat Owls with Mimi Emerson. Genie D has been unstoppable all year long, setting Genie D at number 3.
Coming in at number 2, American Supreme Matt Clark, one of those guys who made an impact almost at once, winning the RW All United States title early on in his rookie year. He's a 5-time world champion, multi-time tag champ as part of NMX with Oliver, Hollywood, and is another Triple Crown champ, and a Memphis Million winner.
Nobody's had a bigger year than number 1, the Mexican monolith Warlord Santos. After about 8 years of occasional flashes of brilliance and one run as World Heavyweight Champion, Santos had a breakout year, winning the RWL Super Heavyweight title and defeating Matt Clark for the World Heavyweight Championship as well. The list of men he's beaten is long and likely to grow in the coming years.
And now, the top 5 most viewed matches in November.
And here's a look at our current RWL Hall of Champions.
She has been absolutely dominant, and I think that dominance will continue tonight.
Before we close here, we wanted to thank all of you who watch, subscribe, and comment for helping the channel grow so much this year, with over 3,700 videos and over 550 subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thanks, TB. Yeah, we really do appreciate all of our supporters, and of course, all the real-life people who volunteered to become our WL Wrestlers. Each and every one of you makes this league go. Well, gang, that about wraps things up for this month's special issue. We sure hope you'll be joining us in 2024, and we're all gonna try to have an even better year than we've just had. And we hope you enjoy it all. Hope Santa gets your letters and that you get everything your hearts need or desire. For the whole RWL team, this is Babs, saying thanks, Merry Christmas, and a prosperous 2020 for all of you. We'll catch y'all next year. Toodles, everybody.